Hi everybody. I'm Valerie King with the Valerie King Team at Keller Williams Realty. We've decided that we have a lot of great partners that we work with, and we want to be able to spotlight some of them and highlight, who they are, what they do, so that you guys can get as familiar with them as you are with some of us on the team as well. And today, I wanted to be able to spotlight a dear friend of mine who I've been working with for most of my 14 years, honestly, and who's supported the growth of our team and my business, and vice versa. And I'm really happy and excited to be able to introduce you guys to Robert Graybill. And so we're gonna talk and just kind of get to know you a little bit, Robert,
Sure.
and
Thank you.
Get our folks more comfortable with you and who you are as well. So welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure.
So, Robert, if you just start off with just a little bit of a personal tidbit about kind of who you are, and we'll go from there.
Wonderful. Yeah. So I Quinnipiac graduate a long time ago, business, accounting, finance. After that, I took over a family business in my hometown and did that for about 6-7 years, and then I got into the mortgage industry through a friend. And getting back to numbers, which I like working with, and helping people is what I love to do. So family business was a good learning experience, customer service and all that stuff, how to make people happy, but still like to work with numbers. So mortgages were a great fit, and that was I'm in my 20th year. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, just a little bit about you. I mean, are you married, children, and all that, right?
Married. I have a 9, 6, and 3-year-old. Live in Milford. And
so you got a busy life.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a beautiful wife, and she's a big help, and it's a great time to enjoy life with kiddos. So, and still balance work and play. So
people have a little bit more insight because we're not all just sitting by the phone as much as we would love to be able to do so, right? Waiting for everyone to reach out. So just can you give us an insight into the life of Robert, the mortgage lender?
Yeah.
What does that look like for you?
Yeah. So kiddos off to school, and a little one to daycare, and then from there I typically in the mornings I'll do some follow-ups from either emails I got late at night, check where my loans are, just some follow-ups. Then from there I'm just submitting loans for usually like 11 to 1 o'clock, and then more follow-ups in the afternoon. But sometimes that could go different ways. I need an updated pre-approval, or somebody needs a pre-approval like immediately or something like that. And then afternoons kind of wind down a little bit, and then we're off to sports and stuff like that. And then from like 7 to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I'm working and try to get a jump on the following day. So it's less pressure for the next day. So
formerly you were with Fairway Mortgage, and you've recently made a switch. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So it was definitely a tough decision. Fairway's a great company. We just needed to be a couple of things. Our marketing, we needed more marketing. We needed more, especially now with the AI stuff. But we needed more marketing, so that was part of it. A little sharper on the rates, just more and more loan products. So Fairway is a great company. CMG has a lot more products, especially inner city stuff, which is what I focus on, helping communities get their home with zero or a little down payment. We have some amazing programs other than Chaffa. I mean, we have HDF, which we can talk about, partnership with Chase Bank, and just more products, which I was never aware of, to help the community. So I'm loving that part of it.
Yeah. So you're with CMG Home Loans, right? And you're based out of
Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I have a satellite office in Milford now, my hometown,
Mhm.
or where I live. So that's nice. And but I'm licensed in Connecticut, New York, and Florida, and then CMG is in all 50 states, so we can help homeowners anywhere really.
So, you mentioned that you're not just licensed in Connecticut, right? So, can you just explain like what that means and how you'd be able to be of service to folks outside of Connecticut?
Yeah. Well, it's definitely gotten a lot easier since the digital age. So, we're fully automated. So, I have clients that own here, want to buy a second home in Florida or live in Florida. I have friends and family down there, and it's we're fully digital. So simply do an online app, upload your docs to your system, and that's really it. So it's super super fast and convenient. And then sometimes we'll do a little Zoom call, face to face, go over the products and loan process and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I come to you if I wanted to buy in, say, North Carolina? Like, if I was looking for extra support.
Yeah. So even though I'm not licensed there, CMG is in every state.
Mhm.
So I couldn't pre-approve you, but I can put you in contact with one of our loan officers down there, and they can do it. They get on that.
Yeah. What does your support team look like?
I built a great support team. It took over the years. Typically, when I pre-approve somebody and then we go on their contract, I have a great, I guess, production partner. I can call it. She's a production partner. She's an underwriter for 30 years as well. So it's almost like unfair advantage sometimes, but she'll go through it and just double check all my numbers. She gets the file ready for loan processing. We have a great loan processor on my team. So it is super fast. Sometimes the attorneys are like, I don't understand how we're approved already, but we like to be fast. We like to over communicate, hand holding, of course. I'm copying on all the emails. So sometimes the borrower can reach out to me or my production partner with any questions that, why are we asking for this or that? And it's according to the guidelines. But our biggest thing is our speed to respond. Somebody has a question, immediately, as quickly as possible to get back to them, especially if it's in the evening. But build a really good team, so we're super efficient. Again, over communicate, and then the realtors and everybody likes that because we're meeting their timelines. So.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yes. Sure. When we do a pre-approval, some clients are worried about having a credit pulled, so we do soft pulls on all our pre-approvals. And what if I'm not ready yet? What if I know my scores aren't quite there yet? I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah.
Which direction do I go with my credit? I can help you with that. I can give you some guidance. So we do a soft pull, say here's where your scores are now. Here's what you need to do. And it's a free service. A soft pull is, unlike a hard pull, it doesn't affect your credit scores. So a hard inquiry could drop your scores. A soft pull will not hurt your credit scores when you pull it, and still gives me all the information I need to give you some guidance as far as what direction you should go with your credit. Pay this off, not pay this off, pay this one down, and it's a free service, so it's pretty nice.
Do they have to request it specifically to have soft versus a hard pull done?
No, I just let the clients know. So I do soft pulls on every
to start with all pre-approvals.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good to know.
Yep.
So with Robert, I said, we've been working together for, most of my 14 years, as a new agent myself. And, most of my career, I've focused on working with first-time home buyers and all that. And, it's been a big part of my business for a number of reasons. I love to be able to educate and help people, consult people in the process, right? And one of the things I appreciated about you was that you were willing to work with those who weren't cookie cutter buyers, you know, the 20% down and A1 credit, and you were willing to be patient with them and help them through and to get them qualified, and even for some who weren't able to get qualified with other, you know, major banks. And so, you know, I think for me, that's kind of where where we kind of connected and grew together from there. And so, you know, for you, where do you feel like is kind of your joy zone with regards to clients and what you like working with?
Yeah, I truly, that's, for me, it's most rewarding, helping someone that didn't think they could do it, you know. It's the best feeling, and I would say 75% of my clients are first-time home buyers. But you know what? But if I was in their position, you know, we all have blemishes. I had blemishes on my credit, you know, out of college, you know, doing silly things. But I know how to get them, or get the client to, you know, get their scores up, or, you know, what do I need? I need some more funds. Well, we have this program, or we can have a grant program, or find the programs that are available to really help them. And I always like to, sometimes I talk fast, slow it down a little bit, say things more than once, explain things more than once. And I always tell my clients, please ask the question. Don't feel bad about asking the question twice. So still a lot of hand holding and putting myself in other people's shoes and understanding, you know, what they're going through too. And it's a lot, you know, there's new terminology. It can be stressful. We all have our daily jobs to do. So now you're adding this on top of it. So I try to put that weight on my back and carry it through to closing. So, yeah,
That's awesome. So, like, I mean, as a result, like, you and I have done a lot of first-time homebuyer classes together and done things to help support community. You've supported a lot of events that we do, which we really appreciate, that allow us to be able to give back to the community, be able to either educate or just have fun, you know, with our clients, because, you know, we truly want to be able to build a community, right? I mean, it's not just about selling that one home, right?
Yes.
You know, it's about being able to build a lifelong relationship where they can continue coming back, and we can continue helping to support and give advice and service them when the time comes.
Right? That's a great point. And my clients aren't just, you know, transactional, you know, just after closing, post-closing, I have clients for life. So there's questions that come up after closing, you know, first payment due, getting all this junk mail, is this legitimate? Just being a you know, continued support throughout their mortgage, and then doing a mortgage review maybe every year. You know, where are rates? What's your payment now? Just staying in contact with them, being that support for life. So
like, what do you like to do outside of just mortgage?
Oh, it's just well, I get my kiddos, so that keeps me pretty busy, especially sports. So that's 24/7. Other than that, do a little reading at night, you know, personal growth stuff, and then try to get some sleep. You know, it's like
I know you're responding to messages like 9-10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and you know, it's part of the job. It's not a 9-to-5 job, as you know, and you know, typically home buyers are working during the day. So I don't mind, and I tell clients, I said, you can call me after work. If you're married, you can both hear it at the same time. You know, your coworkers are around, you know, they hear what you're doing. So a lot of the times I'm talking at night or on the weekends. So you know, I tell clients, you know, anything, you know, not past 10 o'clock, but you know, anything in the evening, I'm here for you. So
which I know many appreciate for sure. So let's get into mortgages, because you know the buyers, they're like, what's going to happen? How are things? Is now it's a good time to buy? Right? You get those questions. What are you seeing, you know, from your perspective on mortgages and where we're going
Mhm.
over the next 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, rates are coming down. Currently, we're in the fives. So Jaffa, FHA, or FHA is in the fives. Um, Rates are coming down. It's going to bring more buyers into the market and put upward pressure on the prices. So waiting is not a good idea. I've been saying that since last year. As rates come down, more buyers come back into the market, prices go up, you end up paying more over time. So it's definitely, you want to start now. If you're thinking about buying next year, I would say don't do that because you can always refinance with us. So you down the road, and then next year if you bought this year, next year you have equity built up. Your home appreciated. So and then when you refinance, obviously you're lowering your payment. One thing I could add to our refinance programs, after you purchase with us, we have a rate rebound program. We recover our fees, we recover the appraisal fee, and we'll give you $1,000 towards your closing costs, towards attorney fees. So it's pretty much a free refinance. You can refinance as many times as you like within 5 years for free. So don't don't wait. That's good enough.
So what we like to say is you marry the house, but you date the rate, right? So like the rate may be at 6% today or 5. You said it's down to 5s now, right?
It is.
And yet if it goes down, right? Because the question is it going to keep going down? If it goes down, if you already have the house, you can refinance pretty much for free, right?
Yeah.
Now you've got the house and you don't have the competition of having to deal with 5 to 10 other buyers, right?
Yes.
That are going to push the price back up.
Yes.
So, what I always like to say is the best time to buy is when you're ready. And now we're saying that now is even a good time because the rates are even lower than they were before, right? So appreciate that.
Yeah.
For sure. We still are in low inventory market, right? And so we still have kind of that pressure on the pricing with the rates coming down. That's just only going to get, exacerbated even more. So definitely, if you're thinking about it, if you feel like you've got the credit, you've got the funds, now might be a good time to have a conversation with Robert or myself to talk about, what you can qualify for, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, we have all these different programs, products, and all this stuff. What are some of the ones that you like to talk about, like the most, or something that's a little bit unique, to you and CMG?
And that was part of the reason why we did make a switch, getting into the community programs. Of course, we have the Jaffa. Time to Own has come back. The funds aren't available yet, but you can still apply for it, and they should be available pretty soon. So you have that as your money that you can use for down payment, closing costs. Great program. We have our own. We have something called HDF. Housing Development Fund, up to 100% financing. It's like an 80-20, so you have an 80% loan, 20% second. The second is a 3% rate, 20-year fixed. So that alone can get you into a home with no money down.
Great program, actually. Yeah.
And that program also, if you buy where you live, if you buy in the same town that you live in, that second loan is at 0%, which is amazing. So there's HDF, there's Jaffa. We have some really good relationships with Chase and some of the for inner city purchases. My last client I closed, he bought in Hartford, and it was on their check census map, and he got 5875. Now this is back a couple weeks ago when rates were a little bit higher. He got 5875 on a 30-year fixed conventional. So a lot of good stuff.
On a conventional.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep. One other thing I could add is we have this program called Home Funded, which is a down payment gifting program. So the homeowner gets their own website. They can ask for donations from friends, family. Doesn't have to be just family members. Any funds they get, CMG will match it up to $2,000. So homeowner gets a website. They can also, we partner with Target, Lowe's, 20, 30 companies. And anytime they buy something on their website, so they have all these links to the companies. Anytime they buy something on there, the companies will donate a portion of the sale to the homeowner. CMG will match that. It's a great program. You can use it with any other down payment assistance programs, but there's another way for you to save money over time, and CMG will help you up to $2,000.
So you can save money by shopping at these places,
Yes.
is what you're saying,
Yes.
towards your
Yes.
down payment.
And then,
I mean, you're already shopping, so why not shop and get the money saved
yes.
towards your down payment? That's
Why
very
not,
cool.
and why not have your family members go to your website and shop on your page, and that will also contribute to your funds.
That's cool.
And anytime you share it on Facebook, you'll get a $10 donation from CMG. So you can share it every day if you wanted to. So you can get $10 a day.
And it caps out at 2,000, you said?
Yeah, CMG will match all the donations up to 2,000. So
$4,000 you can
Yep.
end up saving up towards
or more. I mean, you can put, there's no limit on it how much you can.
on the other end.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
that's pretty nice. Yeah.
Share a client story.
Yeah.
Maybe one of your favorite ones.
Boy, that's a good question. I do have a lot. Just because, I like to, especially people who didn't think they could get there or, are doubtful. So there's quite a few, but this has happened more than once. But, the clients that didn't think they could get there, and we get there, and then at the end, I give them that call, we clear close, and they start crying. I almost get me choked up. But it's just the greatest feeling ever. It's better than money, and then you guys have the picture at the end of them standing in front of their home. It's just wonderful. And then you see their kids and all that, and that's what makes this job worth it.
Yeah.
Worth doing.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. We'll share all the contact information in description for you guys so that you have a way to be able to reach out to Robert. And, he's at our client events, guys. Like he's, so lots of different opportunities for you to interact with him a little bit more. And certainly encourage you guys to reach out directly to him if you just wanted to have a conversation, right? And,
Absolutely.
or if you're really thinking about getting started and want to be able to talk more about the products that Robert started touching upon for sure. So, Robert, thank you so much for, playing along with me here and for being able to be open with us and share a little bit more about who you are. And, because we do really value our relationships, and I know I value, my relationship with you for sure. And appreciate all the support that you've given us over the years and want to be able to kind of share that back with you a little bit.
Thank you.
So,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
All right. Take care, guys. Appreciate you. And reach out if you need anything, as always. All right.
See y'all.